My lovely Virgos, if you need your personal reading, or Virgos, I've been doing yearly readings. If you want a yearly prediction, and I go into the topics of your career, what is your career going to look like for 2025, your love life, your personal growth, your spiritual growth, and challenges. If you would like that reading, you can email me. It's like a roadmap for 2025 if you guys like need that level of structure, so when things happen in your life you can go back to the video and be like, oh, Lovewins did say that this was gonna happen, and then you can have resources to help you through challenges. Okay. But I'm gonna tell you something, Virgo. You have good energy coming in. You have positive energy coming into you. Like you could have been down in the dumps. You could have been in depression, and you could have been like reading more, praying more, eating better. Like you were taking care of yourself, like self-care. And what it's going to do, it's going to make you more positive. But let me tell you something. This is what I want to warn you about. So just because you're happy and just because you feel good about yourself doesn't mean that everybody else is there too. So don't have that expectation, you know? I just see you where you're coming outside. You look like a Virgo. You don't even come outside like that. So you are happy. You're very filled up. Your cup is filled because you've been taking really good care of yourself, spending a lot of time to yourself. And what's going to happen is like you going outside or going back around your friends or even going to visit family. You're going to see that they're like rolling their eyes. They're just not in the place that you are. So don't have that expectation. You know, you'd be like, why everybody look so down? Like, damn, why does Toya have such a bad attitude? Like, just because you're healing and you're happy, it doesn't mean that everybody else is in the same place as you. That's all. And some people feel neglected by you as well. So they may be a little shady. Like, sometimes you have to explain to your friends like who you are, because there are friends that take it personal, right? When you're on a spiritual journey, you do have times of isolation where you may not talk to your friend. You may go ghost on your friend. But instead of going ghost on your friend, it's going to be important for you to tell your friend, like, I'm just going through something right now. I just need some time to myself, because people can take it as neglect. I feel like you may go through that. I feel like you're in and out. You give me in and out. Like when you feel good, you love to share the love that you have. But when you're not at your greatest, you may stay to yourself and people may feel neglected by you. That's all I wanted to tell you. You could be getting like your pedicure, your manicure. Like you could be getting your car washed. Like you seem like you were inside for so long that now that you're out, like you ready to get things done, you know? Spirit says there are always going to be people who try to paint you as a bad person, but it's not your problem. It's not your concern. You know, like Spirit says you're enjoying your journey and this is where they want you to be anyway. You could have even predicted this for your own self, Spirit says. Like you could have predicted yourself, like, watch, I'm going to take some time to myself and do what I got to do for me, and watch people be offended by it. You know, it's like you could have known this, but it's just a heads up to warn you. Yeah, see? You were feeling sad, you were in depression, you had to find creative ways to like heal yourself, to open yourself back up. Some of you too, you could have been overworking and you had to forgive yourself. Can I tell you another thing? Some of you feminines, if you're a feminine on this Virgo reading, you had to forgive yourself because you're too masculine. You take on the man's energy and then you get upset and wonder why you attract in feminine men. You attract in feminine men because you're very masculine. So one thing about yin and yang is balance. Like the scales have to balance, you know? If you're very aggressive and if you're hardworking and you're always like beating up on yourself and like you have this roughness to you as a woman, you are going to attract feminine men that like need you. So if you don't want to attract feminine men, then you need to go back into your feminine energy. If you go back into your feminine energy, you would need a masculine energy in order to balance you and fulfill you. That's why you're angry. Some of you are like angry, like, why do I keep attracting these, like, you know, like weak or very, very like feminine men that always need my help or need this from me or need that from me? It's because you're way too masculine. I don't think women that are masculine like to hear it, but I feel like you be needing to hear it, like, so you'll understand. And it could be, some of you could be single parents. Like if you're a single mom, you probably had to survive and you had to operate from your masculine energy because you had to like run the household. You had to make the decisions. You had to be the breadwinner in the house because some of you could be single mothers, and it made you very like overly productive, overly strong, overly, you know, like you could be strong and still feminine. Let me not say overly strong. I didn't mean that. Because you could be strong and feminine, but for you, you're strong and you're very dominant and you're very overpowering. And this is the reason why you get like weak sense, like not, there's nothing wrong with a sensitive man, but like weak men. So it's like forgive yourself for the choices. Yeah, you could have felt really rejected. I'm telling you, you need to switch your energy, Virgo. Your energy. You're probably like, aren't I beautiful enough? You probably looking at yourself in the mirror, you know? You probably upset, like I get men who are tempted by me. They want to sleep with me, but when it comes to settling down or building a relationship, I feel rejected and neglected. Am I pretty enough? And the answer is yes, you are pretty enough. You're just too masculine. They're tempted by you. They're lured by you. That means you are attractive. Some of you have a height requirement now. You found out you like more tall men, or you've been tricking yourself and telling yourself you don't care if they're short, if they're tall, but you really feel more drawn to tall men. And let me tell you, back to this, I feel like back to this feminine and masculine thing. You probably want a real tall, dominant man because you know that will put you into your feminine energy. You probably are starting to put two and two together. But anyway, you're in a new dating season. Spirit feels like you need your boundaries, like sorting men out who just want me for my body, who's looking for real commitment. I feel like you're trying to figure this out for real because it shows you like trapped in your head, like you really want someone. This gives me, I'm a single Virgo and I'm so tired of attracting the same damn thing. And when will I finally get the man that I want? What about love? What about a man who's at peace? You can't ask for a man at peace if you're not at peace with yourself. And even if you get a man at peace, you will destroy him if you're not at peace with yourself. So it's like, it's like you're sorting through your stuff, Virgo. You really trying to figure out what you need to do. You've been sitting in the hangman. You've been going through a lot of adversity when it comes to love. You've been trying your best not to indulge in temptation, which means like men that you were sleeping with, they had nothing really to offer, but they're still reaching out to you. They're still reaching out to you. And you're just like, is that all you want? You're like paying attention to the signs now because of what you've been through. See, it's like you need more healing, Virgo. You just need more time. You see all this pink? You need more like feminine energy. You need more compassion for yourself. You need patience for yourself. You need love for yourself. You need to accept yourself. You need to give yourself the peace that you are looking for. And then like spirit wants you to like tranquility. You know, like, what do you do for peace? Do you go by the water? Do you watch beautiful shows? Do you listen to R&B music? Do you, like, what do you do for peace and love? Because this will save you, like, so that you won't keep attracting in these other people. That's what it looks like this reading is all about. Like, why do I keep attracting? And it's like you need to learn how to love yourself. You need to learn how to take care of yourself. You need to learn how to be patient with yourself and not get so emotional or emotionally attached to these men that spirit says they're making you crazy. You didn't even realize the difference. These men are making you freaking crazy. Like, they're making you go so hard. Like, how come I go so hard and then they just go so they can just cut me off so easily? They just be living their life so free. They just don't give a damn. Like, you may feel like that. Like, you're tired of being tested. And the truth is, once you learn how to love yourself and stop sugarcoating the truth about these men, you will be fine. And Spirit says, you know, you can't even depend on them, not even as a friend. Because some of you may even try to lie and say to yourself, like, oh, we can just be friends. But then you end up wanting more. And then when they can't give you more because they just don't have it, you get upset at them. But you're going to empty men looking to be fulfilled, but they can't fill you because they're so empty themselves. Emptiness and emptiness don't make fullness. It makes chaos. I even hear like, oh, what are you cooking for dinner tonight? You may even have men want dinner. It's like, are you trying to freeload off of me? Like, what are you doing? So that's what you're going through, Virgo. You have new connections coming in. You do. Let me see. You have new connections coming in. But you gotta let go of those sexual attachments. Oh, I'm bored. There's nobody else around, so I might as well hook up with Mike. Mike got a real large body part that feels good, but he's empty. Like, he's empty inside. And when you're done sleeping with him, you feel so empty and you even regret it. So let's see, who is coming towards you in love? Damn. Be careful. Be careful. Who's coming towards you in love is somebody who's heartbroken. Who is this? They got smacked. They could have literally got smacked too. Oh, this is a player. If you were at war with a player, you were back and forth. It was you hurt me, I hurt you. You ignore me, I ignore you. You cut me off, I cut you off. That's what you guys would just go back and forth, go back and forth. You both were hurt. They tried to replace you and they couldn't replace you. They find you more stable than the women that they normally connect to. Or the men that they normally connect to. They feel like you're more stable. You're the more stable one. You're the more... Oh, they fell in love with you. They're going to be communicating with you. They feel like it's better with you. Okay. So you have a manipulator. Spirit says they are a manipulator. You have a manipulator who's going to try to get back into your life, and they're hurt. Like, they're coming to you with broken pieces. Like, fast. They're coming into your life fast. They want to start all over again with you. They can't stop thinking about you. The only thing, you guys probably, this reading is like, oof. The only thing about this person, let me see, what's their true intentions? And I normally don't do that until the extended, but for some reason, let me ask now. Oh, they can't, the memories of you, like they can't stop thinking about you. They can't even sleep. They cannot even sleep. What do they want? They want to reunite with you. They want victory and success with you. But is the universe blocking it? Every time they try to reunite with you, does the universe block it? That's what it looks like. Does it? Oh, it's a possibility of a positive reconciliation. You might have a positive reconciliation with this player. And you know, some of you could have broke their ego. They like to have their cake and eat it too. They like to win arguments. They like to talk a lot of shit. They're a shit talker. I keep looking at your pics, and not to mention the videos we made. I will never delete them. So this was a hard lesson. See, this was a hard lesson I needed to learn. I was out of control. So this, you played the player. You definitely played the player. You definitely played the player. I'll tell you that. They were out of control. Okay. You taught them a real good lesson. You better clock that T. They're stalking you, and they want another chance. That's all. You played them. You played the player, and now they are in awe of you. They didn't know how their family was going to feel about you either. If you block them, they want you to unblock them. Like, please unblock my number. I miss making love to you. They've been stalking you. They drive past your house on purpose to see if there is another car parked in front. They do all kinds of stuff. They feel as if they were being selfish to you. You could have felt rejected by them. And they have a lot of karma. Be careful. Oh, no. They have a lot of karma, or they could have had karma for what they've done to you, and they have so much anger. Spirit says they feel like they belong to you. For some reason, they just feel like they belong to you. And it's, you know the only reason why they feel like they belong to you, there's two reasons. No matter what you guys go through, you somehow, some way always come back together. And then the second thing is, you're the only one who's strong enough to stand up to them. People don't really stand up to this person. People don't like teach them lessons and punish them or like try to do what you do. So it's like that. Like, you're so strong, they feel like you have their power. It's kind of weird. They feel like you have their power, like you're stronger than them. And that makes them like drawn to you. Oh, so this is like a boundary pusher. They meet women and they try to see how much can they get over on the woman. Since you mirror back to this person how they are. So if they push your buttons, you push their buttons. If they try to hold back, then you try to hold back. If they try to play, then you try to play. Like you mirror to them who they are, which makes them feel very like threatened by you, but feeling like they belong to you because you're the only person who they can't overpower. That's all. That's what this is all about. Like power, manipulation, control. You can't be manipulated by them. So that's what makes them like you. They like the strength in you, but they might also resent you for the same strength that you have. Like for some reason, you're comfortable to them. It could be because you mirror them to them. Like, this person is complicated. Like this person is very, very complicated, but you may understand them, or maybe you don't. Maybe you don't even understand this person. When it comes to your job, you love your job, Virgo. It says ordinary. Like work is work. You have a lot of like playful coworkers, or it's going to be very lighthearted. I see you traveling to work this week. And you're learning. Yeah, you have a lot of money coming in. You have a lot of money coming in. And you really love your job. Let's see what else is coming out. Some of you can get invited to a baby shower. Others of you, if you have a toxic job, some of you have a good job that you really love. Others of you, it says toxic work environment. If you have a toxic work environment, I see you trying so hard to find a way out. Like, I need to find a new job. This job is too toxic. If you apply for a loan, your loan is going to be approved. If you're trying to apply for a new car loan or a mortgage, you're gonna be approved for a new car loan or a mortgage. Any of you that's trying to get out of a toxic environment, I feel like it's going to take a little while. I don't see, like, even if you put in applications for the month of January, I don't see anything happening to like February, March. So don't get discouraged, my loves. I'm going on to the extended. I want to see more about your person. They seem interesting. Like they're like, I don't know. They're very, very complex. Like they're very, very complex. I'm going to do a full spread on them. On the extended, I'll also do messages about your family, your friends, your children, and whatever else comes out. The extended will be in the description box. You can click on the link and you can get the remainder of this video. I send you so much love and light, Virgos.